This program is brought to you by Mapletree Arts in the City and dedicated to all who are involved in the daily routines to combat the spread of COVID-19, including all at home and in school.
Leaving home, Mother. Mother, I'm leaving home. Leaving home again. Not because of you, but in spite of you. In spite of your monosyllabic complaint that sometimes recurs in refrain. Just back from London, now you are off again. Yes, I'm afraid your first, though far from prodigal son, is leaving home. I know you realize this as any mother would, resigned to what she could not dismiss, melting before what she would miss. The sun of my resolution. But I know you often wished it was otherwise, as any mother would. Those tears you kept from me when I was gone, wishing me home. In Singapore, I'm leaving you too. You'll soon know why. There's a lot to be said for going abroad. If you come home a Singaporean. It does not matter if you've had a rather varied history of domicile, a Malaysian once and before that a British citizen resident in Singapore. These last 2 years away, how you have grown island into a continent in my globe of consciousness. Like an astronaut touched down on moon. I'm glad to arrive. It's marvelous to see how much the grimace of 65 has relaxed into the confident straight face of 68, leading on to the congratulatory beam of 69 and your 150th birthday. I exult as time rewards you, deserving city, after a search, relentless and short, with a historical identity. But oh, the demands you make on us Singaporeans! Since you didn't choose us, but we chose you, most of us, at any rate, and we still have that choice. Your demands shall be commands. They shall be observed. The school's daily litany, 5 mornings saluting 5 stars and a crescent. Our young men shall bear arms to deter unnamed enemies. We shall accept as treasonable strikes not in the national interest. Southeast Asia's cleanest city shall be Asia's cleanest city. We shall enlarge the airport for the jumbos and develop Sentosa, but only for the tourists. Our already low birth rate shall further decline. The world's 4th largest port shall become the world's 3rd largest port. We shall keep our hair short. We shall continue to view art as an adjunct to culture, serving politics. And me? Knowing you demand acts, not gestures. I chose a medium not so cool to spread your message hot, from the repetition and elaboration of your likewise leaders. After 2 years, hoarse with belief, reeling from the nearness of you, supersonic Singapore, I thought it best to opt out a while, the better to view you from afar. However, I'm prepared, like any filial first son, of responsible stern parents to defer my going away, Singapore. For a week or 2, if you'll just indicate you are going to miss me. Then whether I'm coming home, baby, where were you there in Singapore? Or leaving home, mother? You are concerned, will see me depart and publish it in the Gazette. Okay? No. So ungazetted. Although the Straits Times gave me 3 paragraphs, and distinctly not part of the brain drain, I leave. A sort of representative of Singapore in Bangkok.
Fragments from an early 70s diary kept abroad. 1. Singapore. Pardon, Singapore, that even we find it hard to believe you are so clean I can lick you all over. But in the beauty of our greenery, something is not growing like a tree. Father Economy dispenses priorities to his children. Many things pragmatic prosper, but art, lowercase, has to differ. 2. Bangkok. Less than 2 months here, and my God, how I miss you. I can't tell you, Singapore, apart from the girl in blue I had to leave behind. Each time I go away for a long spell, I find it gets harder day by day. I mean, one can have too much of loneliness alone in a city, Asian though it may be, that does not speak one's language. I try to persuade myself this transplant to a new environment gives me a chance to lead a different life. As if being lonely is the alternative to living in Singapore. Hell, I'm eating cornflakes again in Thailand. 3. In between. And believe me, loneliness does not taste like cornflakes at all, although I'm sure it is a taste after all. Which custom, in the absence of choice, will make acceptable. The dregs of compulsion are daily on my dinner table. In the compound of my neighbor, despite invitations to the same house, I am more of a stranger now than I ever was. In London, among Europeans, only my accent stood out. But here, among Southeast Asians, I'm a linguistic dropped out. To be back in Singapore and watch Christmas popping day by day, store by store, from cold storage to Helen Ling. 4. Almost home. So Singapore, you know, bless you, why I have to keep coming back to you. I miss speaking English to you lah. Besides, I expect you know to damn you, what I feel about you is what everybody feels about you when they are away from you in some dusty, dangerous and cold corner of Asia. It's good to be a Singaporean. Yes, it feels good to be able to come back to a still rather chaste, absolutely safe, absolutely green, incredibly green, familiar and cozy home. 5. Home, I suppose. Leaving home for a longish period, long enough to be forgotten, is a kind of deregistering. And coming home for good is a form of re-registering. How much different, I wonder, from my Datsun, which has to be re-registered now that it's back. Old forms to file away, new ones to fill. I must surrender my exit permit, be registered again for national service. In this respect, I am certainly remembered. Pay my road tax. You next, income tax? It's tough, isn't it? Having to find my citizens' feet all over again who came home to root. Those in urban yellow. And yet, some of your young opt out niggling. You are not green enough. They love, parks where spring contrives to give to green a shine that does not yellow easily.
And there are those with ears so keen they can make out the sound of falling dominoes years before they have fallen. In which bowling alley have they long pricked their fears? Few don't know
that green can be greener or yellow
yellower.
If we
cannot choose
entirely
which flowers will grow wild on our soil,
we
can at least graft blossoms
for new homes.
Remember to like and subscribe to Mapletree Arts in the City for more exciting performances.